Hello guys, I am KMac710. I'm here to show you my new econSystem script. So it's got a few different parts in it. One is the courthouse job, which we are judge and clocked in right now. So we go to the gavel. We're able to check out all of these different options. You can check a bank balance. You can do it player or business. We're just going to do business here because it's a little bit easier to type. You can see the real estate company has 5.2 mil in their account right now. You can also freeze accounts, right? So if we do the same thing to real estate, we can freeze them, right? So they had 5.2 mil. We can type in real estate, bank account. Now we've frozen the real estate bank account. And if we head on over here, we can actually check real estate. Look at, now they got $0. So this is stored in a separate database table all by itself. So frozen accounts will just take out all the money in the account, store them there, and then you can go in and you can unfreeze it at any time, and it'll add it back into the company or personal account. And it won't delete any money that they have there. If they've gained some money since they got frozen, their money will remain the same. It'll just add this on top of it. So we can unfreeze it. Now we've unfroze real estate. We check their balance again. Real estate. Boom, we got 5.2 mil again. And then you can obviously do credit checks. You can, if you have the 710 banker job. If not, you can just turn it off in the config. And you can check the credit score of the player or the business. Oh, I clicked off of it there by accident. So we'll go real estate, because once again it's easier to type than the citizen IDs. It does work with both though. Just make sure you press the proper option button, right? And then of course, you know, judges gotta jail people as well. Can't just be police. This won't say player ID whenever it launches. This will actually say months. I guess I just forgot that one part, but we'll fix that up. So this is Lana over here. Lana is player number 2. Lana's been bad, so we are gonna jail Lana. So Lana, you go into jail for 2 months. Bye, Lana. Oh, I forgot. You gotta put E in front. Bye. Now Lana in jail. Deal. Okay, so that is the judge job. We have that. This is also Fabitos, sorry if I'm saying it wrong, courthouse map. I have it in, you can change the box location of that. It's in a regular config, so you can change it if you'd like. But this is a pretty nice courthouse that he made. I'll have the link on how to get this in the readme and everything. We got our nice little judge's office over here. Then QB management menu, just throw over here. Okay, so now that's it for the judge job. We are gonna head and go over to, so we're gonna check out this little part first because it'll make a little bit more sense. So we got these little check marks around the map, made by July G. You can check him out. His link will be in the readme because he made the maps to add these voting booths in, and there's 8 of them spread throughout the map. So we have them kind of evenly spread out, so no matter where you live, you know, you can always get out to vote. We got it there, got that one up there, and we got another one over there. All right, so let's just go to this one because we're like right there anyways, so we don't end up in a building. There we go. So if the election is active, only when it's active, you're able to interact with this. If you have the config option turned off, so it's not active, then they cannot interact with this. They can walk up to it and it'll just be like that the whole time. It won't actually highlight up at all. But when it is up, they can come here, then go to the voting booth. You can vote in the current election. So you see Lana, the bad girl we just sent to jail there. There's the only one currently in there. I don't know why input menu does that sometimes. It's really funky. So Lana is currently alone in there, right? So you know what? We're gonna nominate ourselves. So now we are nominated in the election. If we go back to vote, now we have two options here. You know, we're not going to vote for Lana, right? So we're going to go here. We're going to vote. And let's go over on here. We'll go over to this voting booth. And then, you know, Lana usually wouldn't vote for her opponent, but Lana's going to vote for Sterling this time, just for demonstration purposes, basically. So we're gonna vote for Sterling, right? So now Sterling will have 2 votes, Lana will have 0, right? So now any admin can end the election as long as the time limit is met. So you can set the time limit in config on like how many days you want the election to be forced to be. And then after that, I left it so admins can end it with a command, because then that way admins will actually be able to make sure that there's like enough players online and stuff like that whenever you actually call the election. And then we also have a little thing in here from HiPhone for ending the election. So for end election, there's an option in the config for HiPhone. If you enable that true, you'll be able to get the HiPhone message whenever the election ends. So it'll just send a text to everybody on the server. But if you don't have HiPhone, don't worry. It'll just send a notification to every single person on the server, making sure that they know who won the election, right? So this will be an example for HiPhone though. So when we press end election, the current election is ended. The new governor is Sterling Mack. Boom. So now the election is ended. We got that message. It's a universal message, so that's why it shows up unknown. And then now if we go back here, for testing, I didn't have it, so it actually ends the auction automatically, but it will set it up like that next. So if you come back here for testing, you can come here, and now it gives you nothing because there's literally nobody registered, right? So it won't pop up if there's nobody registered. But then you can always come here, you can sit here, you can nominate yourself, and then now you're able to see the menu. So yeah, that's the voting system, and now that we're the governor, we might as well, you know, go check out that government job. So I have it set up for here by default. The way it's set up is it's a secure computer, is what it's called. You can see the secure computer there in slot number 2. I don't know why I started dancing, but you notice if I press number 2 now, we'll say used, I won't do anything, right? Because we're not inside. Now if we run on inside, this is where I have my government set up currently until I find a better map. Since we're now inside of this poly zone, we're able to press 2, and we got the government secure computer. It's a secure computer, so you have to be inside the government building to use it, right? So you have the same options kind of as the judge. You can check the bank balance, you can check the credit, but then that gives you something new where you're able to give a grant to a player. And it's also set up so like the ID will be the business ID, right? So if you type in, you know, Bob, because Bob's not going to be a job, right? I don't know. Unless your server has a Bob job. Wow, that rhymed too. Then it'll come back and it'll be like company name invalid, right? Because Bob is not a job name. You got to type in a real one. So, you know, the police need some extra funding, right? They need funding to get some more guns or something. So let's give them, you know, we'll give them 50,000. You know, so we're just going to send a grant of 50,000 over, right on over there. So now you see the police got that nice 50K grant. And yeah, and also when you're government, if you want to make a job, as long as you have the job creator, my 710 job creator on my GitHub, you're able to do /approve job instead of it being an admin only command like it's built in the 710 job creator automatically. And you get the same menu. It just exports this over to 710 job creator and makes it from there. So then it actually does everything right, make sure you have them, and you can make a job here and it'll work in game right away. If you haven't got job creator yet, that's how it works. So you can make this and then you can just set the job right away, and it saves it to the database, so it's going to be there every single time you restart. So yeah, and then the one thing that we're gonna have to show, I'm gonna have to restart. Sure, okay, banking. Another thing that is probably one of the major features in this that I think most of you will want to get this for, you know, we saved the best for last, is the fact that you can charge company taxes. So there's an option in config if you want it timed, or if you want it to be on like every transaction and you use it as an export in all of your scripts. So I currently have it set up the way where it just it'll charge every, I think it's like every 3 or 5 days I have it on my server. You can set it in the config. You can see there's the grants getting deducted whenever the government's giving out the grants, right? So all those grants from all my testing there has been given out. And the business income is when I was testing with QB boss menu to make sure that it would still input with the same function. And then you can see tax income here. So this is your income from the taxes from all the companies. So depending on how much they have in their account, because it's percentage based, right? It will pull that amount from them. So I think I have this set for like 5% or something right now. So it's pulling 5% of whatever their balance is. Goes straight into the government account. And then this is what a tax payment would look like on the other side. Where is it? Yeah, this is what it would look like on that side. If you have okay banking, you'll be able to see it all like this. Unfortunately, QB management doesn't have anything for like this. And simple banking doesn't have it for businesses. They have it for personal, not for businesses. So it's really weird. But that is 710 econSystem. And that's all you can do with it. Yeah. Get it on the link below in the TebEx page. And thank you for stopping by and choosing 710 scripts. Have a great night.